All right, everyone, let's dive in. I want you to think of this as a coaching session. We're all using these amazing new AI tools, right? But with them comes a whole new set of rules for professional conduct, and honestly, a lot of gray areas. So today, we're going to focus on calibrating our judgment around one of the biggest questions we're all facing.
And here it is. This is the question. You're up against a deadline. You use an AI to help draft a report or maybe brainstorm some marketing ideas. It helps you get the work done faster, maybe even better. So what now? Do you mention it or just hit send and move on? Let's really get into this because the choice you make here could have a huge impact on your career. So first, we need to understand what I call the disclosure paradox. And this slide lays it out perfectly. Just look at the difference in risk here. On one side, if you disclose that you used AI, yeah, there's a minor risk. Someone might look at the work a little differently. We can deal with that. But on the other side, if you don't disclose and someone finds out later, well, that's not a minor risk. That is a major, and I mean major, threat to the trust people have in you.
And here's why that risk is so incredibly high. When people find out you used AI without telling them, their first thought isn't, wow, that was efficient. No, their first thought is that they were deceived. They start questioning everything. What else aren't you telling them? Where else did you cut corners? And just like that, trust can completely collapse. But by telling people up front, you get to control the narrative. You frame it for what it is. You, the expert, leveraging a powerful new tool.
Okay, so we agree that honesty is definitely the best strategy. Now let's get into the practical side of things, the rules of engagement. This is where you really start to hone your professional judgment. Think of this next part as your go-to checklist, because knowing when to disclose is quickly becoming a core skill, right up there with writing a good email.
Let's start with the absolute non-negotiables. There are some situations where you are absolutely required to disclose. If the work is going to a client, a customer, anyone outside your company, you have to tell them. If the work is going to be used to make a big decision, you have to tell them. And if you're in a regulated industry like finance or healthcare, this isn't just a suggestion, it's often a legal requirement. Same goes for high-stakes stuff like legal docs or hiring plans.
Now, that doesn't mean you have to disclose every little thing. If you're just kicking around ideas internally with your team, it's probably optional. If it's a personal project you're not even sharing, then who cares? And of course, this doesn't apply to minor tools. You don't need to add a disclaimer that you use spell check, right? The real question to ask is, what's the impact and who is the audience?
And that brings us to the simplest, most powerful rule of them all. If you're ever on the fence, if you're in a gray area and you find yourself even debating it, just disclose. When in doubt, disclose. It will always be the safer and smarter choice for your professional integrity.
Okay, so we know the why and the when. Now let's talk about the how, because the way you disclose makes a world of difference. This isn't about being sheepish or apologetic, it's about being confident and professional. This is your playbook for getting it right.
First, let's cover what not to do. Whatever you do, do not over-apologize. Saying something like, "I'm so sorry, but I used AI," makes it sound like you did something wrong. Don't get defensive, and don't try to use AI as an excuse if there's a mistake in the work. That just makes you and the tool look bad. Instead, here's what you do. You're direct, you're matter-of-fact. You state what happened. And this is key, you show your work. You explain your role in the process, how you were the one who fact-checked it, edited it, and ultimately approved the final product. You're not saying the AI did the work, you're saying you did the work with assistance, and you project total confidence.
And here is a perfect gold standard example. Look how simple and powerful this is. It's honest, it's clear, and you know what it really does? It reinforces your expertise. It says, yes, a tool helped, but I was the human expert who verified it. This builds trust, it doesn't weaken it.
So what if someone pushes back, worried about quality? You get ahead of it. This is your toolkit. We've all seen AI hallucinate, right? It will confidently make up fake statistics or cite a report that doesn't even exist. That's exactly why you have to point to your verification sources. You show them the real data you checked against. You highlight what you did, like saying, the AI gave me a rough draft, but I'm the one who restructured it and verified every single claim. You make it clear that a human with good judgment was in the driver's seat the entire time.
Now, let's just zoom out for a second. This is bigger than just your own work. Every single time you make a choice about disclosure, you're not just protecting your own reputation, you are helping to shape your team's entire culture around this new technology. This is actually a leadership opportunity.
So, I want you to ask yourself this right now. Does your organization have a clear, written-down policy on AI disclosure? My guess is, for a lot of you, the answer is no, or at least, I have no idea. And that's okay. Most companies are still trying to figure this out, which means there's a space that you can help lead.
So, start the conversation. Take these questions to your next team meeting. Ask about the official policies, but also talk about the unwritten rules, the norms. Just by asking, you position yourself as someone who's thinking ahead, and you help everyone on your team navigate this new world together. Okay, let's bring this all home. The whole point of this is to make thinking about disclosure a totally automatic, natural part of your workflow. It shouldn't feel like a big, stressful decision every time. It should just be an ingrained habit.
And here's a super simple 5-step process to build that habit. Number 1, before you hit share, just pause and ask the question. 2, remember our golden rule. If you're not sure, disclose. 3, keep it simple. 1 sentence is usually all you need. 4, be confident. You used a tool to produce great work. Own it. And 5, pay attention to how people react. That's how you'll learn your team's norms and get even better at this.
So I want to leave you with this final thought. It's time to stop thinking about disclosure as a risk you have to manage. Instead, start seeing it for what it truly is, one of the most powerful tools you have to build trust. In a world with so much AI-generated content, being transparent is your superpower. So the question isn't if you should be transparent, it's how will you use it to become an even more trusted and valued professional.